Recently, I've been getting a lot of DMs about YouTuber Mai Pham. Now, I don't watch her too much, but I've definitely seen some of her videos before and videos that she's been in with other people that I've watched. She's a 19-year-old Canadian YouTuber and she makes a lot of lifestyle content videos. But she's been getting brought up in a lot of conversations right now due to her clothing line that she recently launched called Alchemy. The line launched earlier this year, but has recently caused some controversy after she shared the latest designs.
I just want to let you guys know that as you guys are watching this video right now, I just dropped my clothing line that I've been working on for a year. Y'all have seen this everywhere and it's taken me so long to drop, but it's finally here. We have crop tops. I'm actually wearing the full zip up right now. And why is it called that? Watch this. Where did I go? Where did she come from? Where did she go? So make sure to shop using the link down below. I can't wait to see you guys wear the stuff that I've been working on for so long. I love you.
These two in specific caused quite a stir as it came out that these designs were not originated by her and were actually ripped off from other artists. This has become a whole situation and a lot of you guys have been in my DMs asking me to cover the situation, and honestly before I could even cover it, because I've been watching it for a little while thinking like there's just no way she could go on and not address the situation. I was seeing her post on YouTube, I was seeing her post on her Instagram story, and she wasn't really addressing the comment section, which probably meant she was trying to maybe figure out things behind the scenes, which I hoped for. And lo and behold, as I was editing a video together, because it had been like a month almost and nothing had been said since all these comments were started, she did end up addressing this entire situation, talking about what happened, the stolen designs, and she did make like an apology video. She just addressed everything, you know, what was going to happen with the line, the clothes, the money made. And so I'll kind of explain the situation a little bit and then we'll get into what she said. So when I was first doing research for this video, everything was still on the website, everything was online. She was selling these hoodies for $95. This is what the site looked like. It was really cool, the entire vibe, these hoodies, like everything looked so good. And it just makes a situation like this so unfortunate because, you know, it looked really good, but there's people saying that these designs were stolen and this website was even just like a redesign of one of the original artists, and it just makes things like that just so sad, because then you're like, oh my gosh, this is so cool, but it's like totally tainted because you just like know that somebody's like actually not being compensated for their ideas, like their hard work. And over the last month, the artists who originated these designs were desperately trying to get the attention of literally anybody that could spread the message that this was going on and to hopefully get this message out to Mai. Last week, two artists that felt like their work had been stolen had come together to make a joint Instagram post. The account Yannicorn posted the full statement on their Instagram and had several slides just kind of explaining the situation in which designs had actually been stolen. And this is what they said. The caption read, "My original work was posted 2 years ago. Sad news to good news only. 101 weeks ago, this was posted on October 19th, 2020. On September 10th, 2022, influencer Mai Pham, Mai Spammy, Alchemy stole my work and passed it off as hers to generate profits and make more money from her audience without my consent. And for the record, I was one DM away the entire time. When I received a message from one of my followers that a vlogger created a clothing brand using one of my designs that was created back in 2020 without my permission, I was disappointed. It was heartbreaking. The website and design on one of her graphic hoodies looks similar, if not almost exactly what I have in my artwork posted in 2020. I would like to seek help and share this to everyone so she can be held accountable. This is not to shame another influencer content creator, but instead hold people accountable for their actions and support other artists who also get their work misused. Posting an artwork without a source actively hurts the original artist by depriving us of the credit for our work and capitalizing on others' creativity. Thank you for taking the time to read this. If you are following along, consider supporting the artists that you care about, both big and small. Mai, I hope you see this and consider the opportunity you have chose more integrity and live up to the words you speak with actions. For someone whose biggest fear is not being herself, truth seems to be no importance to you if there's money to be made." And it says, "As an artist, I'm frustrated. I cherish every design I make and post. It's my feelings and thoughts pieced together from my mind to digital form, and it speaks to truths I have experienced and felt, hoping others can gain from it too. When things get taken and my thoughts and intentions are disregarded, it's very hard for me to not be upset. Using my work without permission and claiming it as anything but mine to generate profit is deeply disheartening. I eventually have to let it all go, as this isn't good for my well-being. I am still continuing my work as an artist, and this will not faze me in the end. Some will say I did so well with my work that it was taken from me, and that I guess it's time for me to move on with another great idea. Even if my work isn't acknowledged as it should have been, I'll continue on sharing myself through my art in hopes you'll find something in it too. I hope you can share my story. It's not just to speak about what has happened to me, but to hopefully prevent this from happening to other fellow artists and create some more accountability amongst those who take without compensation when it's due. Thank you for my friends that stood by me to make this post, as this wasn't easy. The second slide shows the design stolen. Also on this slide, they compare the photos of the original artwork with the hoodies, and they also show DMs that they received from people that were saying, hey, like, I think these designs were yours and they are now in these hoodies, and also shows slides of people that have spoken out and helped them bring awareness to this whole thing. This other slide shows designs that were stolen from the account Steffi Lorette, showing their original design and what was later used for Mai's clothing line. It says the original work from @Steffi Lorette. Don't buy these, stolen artwork, and you can see the side-by-sides from their original post to what is actually on the hoodie. Now, I kind of had this feeling that this was going to be a situation where she came out and said that, you know, she did not design any of these, well, obviously, but she hired people to design these, and they were the ones that stole from these Instagram artists. This is a situation that's just happening so much more nowadays because people that have ideas to do clothing lines or any sort of, you know, creative product, they typically tend to outsource the actual designs itself to, you know, some sort of graphic artist or anything like that. And they like hire them and they just like pick a couple designs from the ones that they are given. And they're like, okay, that one, perfect. Let's put them on some hoodies. And that's how like a lot of people have ended up in situations like this. Like Mai is definitely not the first creator to have ended up in a situation like this. There's been several times that we've talked about a YouTuber or some sort of influencer that has worked with an artist and they have stolen from another artist, and then influencer is caught in a really bad situation. And I think, you know, it all depends on how you handle it. And to be honest, it sounds like Mai did handle the situation right in the end. I definitely have seen some people say that the timeline is a little weird because this was announced last month and it wasn't until last week when the two accounts made that big statement that she decided to come out and finally say something, because up until then there was like nothing ever said and people were just kind of losing hope. I mean, even reading that big Instagram post, you can kind of hear that they're kind of losing hope in the fact that people would hear their story or that Mai would even reach out at all. But to hear that she actually is taking accountability here and she is going to be giving them the profits of all of this, that is really good to hear.
The whole clothing making process of the last drop, basically I had like a whole vision board of what I wanted to look like, but I can't graphic design for shit. So I hired a team of graphic designers to help that vision come to life, right? Turns out this week I come to realize that two of the designs that I picked from the graphic design deck were reproduced versions of Steffi Lorette and Yanni Korn's designs, and I just want to come on here and give them full credit of what they deserve for those designs. And I also want to let you know that if you guys bought a hoodie with those designs on it, they are getting full compensation of the profits that were made off those off of those hoodies. So they're getting the profit from those hoodies. Yeah, I just want to come on here and say that I'm so sorry, because at the end of the day, I'm the one that makes the final decisions on everything and it's my fault. And I just want to come on here and give full credit to Steffi Lorette and Yanni Korn. Please go support them. I'm gonna have their Instagrams tagged on this video, but I am so sorry. I just said that in the most Canadian way ever. I'm so sorry for what I've done, because at the end of the day, I hurt someone, and that's the last thing that I ever wanted to do, because, you know, I created this brand to spread awareness and just spread a good message and make you feel good when you wear something, and look what I've done. But I just want to thank you guys for your patience. I've been in contact with the artist privately over the weekend regarding this whole situation. So thank you guys for your patience.
Honestly, there's a lot of times, like I said, that we've talked about a situation very similar to this, and those artists never get anything in return for, you know, having their work stolen. So at least in the end, it does work out for these two Instagram accounts, but this just sucks and definitely is a big warning sign to a lot of influencers to make sure that you are fully aware of the designs you are using and really make sure that these are not, you know, anywhere else and that this is original work that you are using. So I'm happy that the situation has a good ending, as it seems that it has been addressed and that, you know, she is taking accountability for everything that's gone down. I can't imagine like how bad that does like kind of suck though, the amount of money that she probably put into making all those hoodies, and she's not making any money from this. I wonder if she's even gonna get her money back for paying those graphic artists, because if they just stole designs, then yeah, like that's so shady. Like that is so bad. But that is the situation with Mai Pham. That's what's going on. That was the whole situation and kind of the resolution. So at least it had a good ending. But I love you guys so much, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye guys.